Oh, Duke the Zukov. What are you doing over there, buddy? What you doing over there, buddy? Huh? What's up? What am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for is thing here. For background music, at least. Come on, yo. There we go. There we go. Oh, wait, whoops. That's kind of important. Yay, sweet buddy. What's up? Sweet boy. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually warmer than I thought in here. Let's take a couple of these layers off. Oops. I hope daisies. My goodness gracious. Let's put that all back there. See a stuffed. Perfect. That's yep, cool. All right. Let's do this for a little bit. Still one for earlier today, so not really too much I need to go on for super long on this one. No, honestly, I was kind of half tempted to probably get some alcohol, but yeah, don't worry about it tonight. I'll just wait till Xmas Day. Because mainly I had some earlier, but I don't necessarily count that as like a full-on drink sesh, really. Sipping on twisted tea for over the course of an hour or two. Not exactly. Yo, MC, what's up? What do? Well, that's the closest that YouTube has to audio only is potato quality. I know with YouTube Premium, you could technically have like videos on the background and shit, like, you know, even when you have it like on the app on the background. So I know with that, I mean, there's kind of an option, but only kinda. So, unless you want to fork over 10 a month, I have that with YouTube Advanced. Well, there you go. A bada bing, bada boom. I think it's still playing the video though, the same data usage. Well, yeah. Likely that's gonna be the case. As far as I understand, like, at least with like the premium side of things, like if you have like the phone screen off, it won't obviously be playing the video, but it'll still be playing the audio of it. And it'll go back to the video once you like turn on the screen again and go back to the actual video. Then it'll load back the video from where you left off. Not from where you left off, but from where you're at now. But either way. This is a good boy, huh? See group chat? Not yet. I'll pull it up real quick. Anti-vax workers had to get vax, and goalposts immediately moved to my hall. It's not real vaccines, a placebo to get Pfizer money. Only naturopathy can protect us. Oh my fucking god, wow. I mean, at least you got vax, but wow, what an idiot. What a dork. At least he was, I mean, again, at least he got vax, but still. What a dumbass. Apparently it was Paul and Karen on a pharmacist also. Not shocked. They could get all of us, well you can't, and all that bullshit. I bet it's something like that. I bet it's exactly some shit like that. think we'll get snow next week? Oh, yeah. From what I understand, it's pretty much like, from what I can tell, guarantee that we're going to be getting snow on Christmas Day and onward. So I'm pretty sure we are. I'm going to double check the weather thing real quick, see if it's changed at all. But I'm pretty sure that, you know, all things considered, we're probably more or less going to get snow. No guarantee the weather. Experts do say 50-50. Yeah. Well, it seems like it's a guarantee for the next following days. Still too far snow for the valley. Yeah, well, I mean, at least as far as it stands now, the predictions for Saturday up till Friday have essentially stayed the same. So. Seems like on the 31st it's going to get a little bit warmer again, but... who knows? Maybe. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, from what it says so far, it seems like it is just very, very likely, but I don't know. I think we're probably getting snow, though. I have a feeling. I wonder what's that going to mean for the squirrels, though. I wonder if they're still going to be out and about, or if they're actually just going to kind of stay hunkered down and shit. Because they are fat little chungus sons of bitches right now. So maybe it'll be cold enough for them to kind of stay in their little slumbers. Who knows? I mean, they usually don't hibernate this far south. They usually kind of don't, like, hibernate too much. So maybe, I don't know. Possibility. Hopefully Charmin is running. If it does, I'll be fucked otherwise. It probably will be running, but not on the same schedule. It'll probably be delayed. So, if they are running, I just probably catch that shit early as fuck. Just to be on the safe side, at least. Because traffic will, while there will probably hardly be anyone driving around and shit. I mean, at least, especially for Triman, they're probably not going to be driving around too much and probably doing it a lot more slower. Conditions so bad. Well, yeah, that was because of, like, the fucking crazy bad, terrible ice storms and shit. I mean, if it ends up just being mostly just snow and that's about it, then we're probably not going to see it that bad. But a lot of the slushiness and the wet, like, sloshy bullshit because of all the fucking, rain lately probably won't make that helpful. It's probably going to be a lot of black ice. Sick off. I mean, there's not probably, that's just going to be a guarantee. So roads are going to be very fucking dangerous. Bandit. Hey, baby boy. What is it, cough? Who's a pretty boy? Huh? Are you just a pretty boy? You know, thinking about it, with all the fucking black ice and shit, chances are those roads are probably going to be bad. So maybe try and probably, you know, maybe in certain areas might cancel service, just depending on how bad it is in certain spots. Maybe a couple reroutes. Like I shouldn't matter for Max. I mean, I would assume it probably wouldn't, but you never know. Probably depends on the drivers. Buses can flop around a ditch for all I care. Well, yeah, well, at least for Max, then it shouldn't matter. I mean, honestly, for Max lines, I mean, yeah, they should be fine. Big sheets of ice is what fucks Max. Yeah. Which could potentially be a possibility, again, depending on, you know, how bad it is in certain spots. Like, maybe Max around where you're at might be okay, but literally, like, 2 stops down, it's all fucked. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that could, you know, probably really put a major dent on, you know, how you might get there. You know, depending on where you're going. Probably work, I'd imagine. But but, ugh. Fuck that. Good boy. Sweet baby. You're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of snow soon, probably, aren't you? You're gonna be enjoying all that slush and all the fucking powdery goodness. Yeah. Oh, you sweet boy. Don't be yawning. That's gonna be contagious to me right now. I didn't need none of your yawning shit, Zukov. Took him for a walk earlier when I went to go grab a couple things from the store and a burrito. And sorry, this little dork, he just gets all the fucking attention. And he wants it too. Like, he walks up to people and just like, ooh, let me just sniff up to you and hop on you and get loves and scritches. Like, he expects that out of everybody. It's not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. Well, hopefully it doesn't make it, like, too much of a routine where he's, like, hopping on people. Like, I don't necessarily need that. At least, luckily, people are not necessarily getting too uppity about that part, which is good. People don't seem to mind. I think it's because he still looks like a little puppy. So, there's still a little bit of, like, this innocent barrier of like, oh, he's okay, he's a little baby. I'm also really surprised like how much he doesn't bark. Like, he does occasionally, but very rarely. And usually when he does, it's literally just one time. He'll just like bark once. You just get one good little boof. That's it. That honestly really surprised me about him. Because when I first got him, they were warning me about, like, oh, he's going to be energetic, he's going to be this, he's going to be that, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, he's none of these things. I think it's just because he's starting to emulate a lot about me. Because I know, like, especially if they're a puppy, if dogs, you know, growing up with their owners and shit, they'll kind of emulate a lot of their own behaviors, personalities. Oh boy. Man, my body feels fucking tired as fuck, but my brain don't. It's like, what the fuck? Ugh, I hate that. Like, my brain's like, yeah, let's ponder and think and do, you know, talk about shit. My brain's and my body's like, no, rest. Body must repair itself due to exhaustion. It's like, I hardly been doing that much shit, honestly, at least for today. I mean, it's just honestly because I've just been fucking exhausted from working. I think a lot of it's just that. Chug by energy drink. At this point, fuck no. Like, if it was like 7 o'clock, yeah, sure, I'd probably say fuck it, but it's almost midnight. I mean, if I had a full weekend going on here and I was off tomorrow too, I'd do it, just say fuck it, but it's going to be interesting. I have someone who doesn't speak much English interested in Mazda. Negotiations are going to be difficult if they make an offer, Lamau. Well, if you know what language they speak, or, you know, like maybe if it's like Spanish or something like that, then maybe you could probably, you know, just make it a little easier and use Google Translate for yourself or something. What you doing? You almost got down that rawhide down to nothing. There's not really much going on dude, right now. I think I checked up the different random little bits of news and shit from earlier. Sure ain't much now. Not surprised. Or at least shit that I already checked out before. Trump, Putin, and Heckle for getting COVID booster shot. Delved into that at least like twice already. I love that. Like, I like how, you know, Trump's cult group basically, you know, is on this fucking anti-vax script, and yet pretty much like the leaders of their fucking little group are all vaxxed and even booster shotted. It's fucking hilarious to me. It's like, man, these fucking dipshits, you know, just don't know how to, like, not get grifted. But then yet we'll fucking cry on everyone else for being shapels. Getting griefed by the leaves and all this other shit. It's like, give me a break. Can't be serious now. Petito! Took off. Leave Bandit alone. Oh, come on. Leave little Bandit alone. Hey, Bandito. Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. How we doing, little Bandito? Little sweet bandit. How we doing, buddy? Trying to avoid the Doge, are we? Yeah, very safe and secured up here, my boy. Purring already. Yeah, who's he, boy? Who's just a sweet little handsome fella? Who's a good boy? Aww. Who's a good little bandito, huh? Little bandito. He's sweet boy. You're just a sleepy chunkus. You sleepy boy. Yeah. He's a boy. Big old chungus, you. I guess this is a big old ball. You big old sweet thing, you. Oh. Sukov, leave Bandit alone. Oh my god. Look off. Goodness gracious. Look at you. You so badly want to play with him. Bandits. Oh my god, alright. I'll let you out. Look off. Yeah, you got a bad leg. goofball. Alright, you goof. Who's that about? Sorry, goofy thing. It's so goofy. Aw, look at you. So cute. Another one of these fucking bot things? I swear to God, dude. Man, there doesn't need to be like a way for fucking YouTube to deal with that type of shit. Literally just little spam bot accounts that just go around spreading these random little links without actually posting links. It's so annoying. And they're sure it all redirects into like some weird fucking ransomware fucking Russian spyware website or some shit. I'm going this little newsfeed thing, curious what's going on. What's that here? What's this? EPA plans to withdraw a Trump era rule that gave the state of Oklahoma power over environmental issues on tribal lands. That's good. Should be doing that across the board. Just like all tribal lands just across the country in general. The EPA is in 2020 granted Oklahoma authority to administer environmental programs to tribal lands. So Oklahoma tribal nations criticized the EPA for not consulting on the decision. EPA said Wednesday plans to move, which will reconsider the move have consulted with tribes. Okay. So now, like the new EPA, it's all like, well, you know, we'll actually kind of consult and talk with them, and yeah. Maybe we'll actually, like, consider what the fuck they think and what they say. So, at least that's one good thing about this specific EPA. They're actually willing to, like, I don't know, I guess, listen. Better to some. So at least, you know, they can make some results out of that. Stuff about Supreme Court decision on banning vaccine mandates for hospitals and our employers and shit. Which is good. It's on a fast-track basis whether the President has legal authority to order hospitals and our large employers to require their workers to be vaccinated. Rightfully so. I think there was like some federal court that ruled that in favor of this, so now Supreme Court's going, you guys to go back up on it now or some shit. It's like, oh god, great. That's gonna be fun. Here's all local stuff. What's this? One man who was arrested numerous times this past year has been sentenced more than 7 years in prison. No, wait. Washington County man sentenced 7.5 years for committing numerous crimes. Damn, what do you do? First degree robbery, firearm, unlawful use of a weapon, first degree attempt burglary, sentenced 90 months in prison. First read on November 4th, 2020 during a riot downtown Portland. Yeah, whatever. District Attorney's Office identified as accused of smashing windows, multiple buildings, including St. Andre Bassett Catholic Church off West Burnside Street. He was charged with riot first criminal mischief and released from jail the next day. All released for robbed the 7-Eleven near Sheds High School on May 19th. The District Attorney's Office said Davari wanted a gun in the clerk's face and demanded money from the register. Davari fled the scene and was not immediately arrested. First, firefighters responded to smoke coming from a vacant home near the convenience store that was robbed. Presented home bad to withdraw after account of a harmed gun, according to the district attorney's office. Jesus, this guy was doing all sorts of shit. In days later, Portland police officers arrested Davari as he rode driving a bus from Beaverton to Portland while armed with a tollgate shotgun and a pistol. He was charged with weapon offenses and also arrested for the incident on May 21st. Jesus. Sounds like this dude has like a lot of severe mental issues going on. Damn. So this dude just like has like some mental issues going on, and it's just like really got some shit loose. So Washington County, but you know, goes into Malone, it goes into Portland frequently and shit. Jeez. Maybe this is why, you know, actually having very strong, you know, mental health services in this country is probably a good thing. And probably needed. To probably try to look out and take action, you know, on, you know, people who are sort of like kind of slip through the cracks like this and shit before it even happens. Seems like a good idea. So, what else is going on news-wise? Malone's Devin Rattray arrested? Huh? What did he do? After allegedly trying to strangle girlfriend? Damn. Charged with 1 count domestic assault and battery by strangulation, another count domestic assault and battery, according to online court records. State of Oklahoma issued a warrant on Tuesday. Record shows bond set $25,000. Damn. Authorities told Fox News that the actor turned himself in, was processed through and bonded out. Well, damn. What the hell, bro? Got some anger issues there? Got some anger issues there, David Rattray. I mean, at least you turned yourself in. I mean, that's. I mean, at least you're not being like, you know, running around trying to hide and shit. I mean, I guess that's good. States with the best COVID vaccination rates. I like to hear that. What states are looking pretty good? Come back strong defense against coronavirus. So blah 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 blah. 73% of people in the U.S. have received the first shot. 62% are fully vaccinated as of December 22nd. All states have now partially vaccinated at least 50% of the population. So these are the highest states with these are the states with the highest partial vaccine rates. New Hampshire 95%, West Virginia 89.7%, Massachusetts at 89.6%, Vermont at 88.4%, Connecticut and Rhode Island are tied for 87.6%, Hawaii 85.7%, Maine 85%, New York 82.7%, New Jersey 82.6%. We're not even on the top 10. What the fuck? What the fuck, Oregon? What the hell? We're not even up there? We're not even anywhere, like, not even on the bottom of this list? Wow. Fuck you, Oregon. I can at least guarantee you we're probably at least, like, top 15, maybe. I'm hoping. I think we're probably top 15 at the very least. Not much else going on news-wise now at this point. January 6th, Committee 0 and non-GOP congressman. I'm not too shocked. I mean, there's been, like, a few of them who have been openly, blatantly involved in this shit. I forgot who, but there's, like, the clone of that fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene bitch, but I keep forgetting her fucking name. But she literally was, like, tweeting about, like, where congresspeople actually are at. Oh, it's Jim Jordan. Speaks to reporters. Wow. So there are at least two House Presidents. Jim Jordan becoming the latest, Wednesday, when committee called for his voluntary cooperation in the probe. Scott Perry, who is currently under federal scrutiny by the House Committee investigating the Calpro, has already denied the panel's request to sit down for an interview, calling the committee's purpose illegitimate. Wow. Committee Chairman Benny Thompson asked Perry to sit down with the panel to discuss his apparent communications with Donald Trump. Various Justice Department officials ahead of Capron. Thompson alleged that Pennsylvania Republican played an important role in Trump's attempt to oust the then acting Attorney General Jeffrey Ross and Jeffrey Clark, a lower level agency official who asked, whatever. So basically, you know, these Republicans have pretty much been caught openly discussing information about trying to keep him in power, and now are kind of getting caught with their tail tucked between their legs on it. Hopefully they do actually get prosecuted, but it's pretty fucking weird for comics people and shit like that to actually get arrested. I guess not unheard of, but pretty fucking rare. So I guess we'll see. Let's see what else on too. Probably chill for at least a little bit longer. No, call it good in a bit. There's a lot of fucking pause extension on the whole student loan thing. Breaking info with that shit. Which isn't really necessarily doing that much, considering that those loans are still there. Like, those people still have to pay them off. They don't just magically disappear. Or just, you know, those 3 months just automatically go away and get paid off. Like, they're still gonna be there. I mean, sure, it gives people breathing room, but realistically... Reboot power. Oh, yeah. Well, at least for this specific stream, might actually be a legit hour. Man, YouTube just recommend basically the same shit over and over again. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's just from like different people. It's like, boo. Boo. Burp. Burp. There's something new. Tucker's new and laughable angle on COVID-19. Uh-oh. What's this on? What do you say here?
At this point, it is simply not an interesting topic.
With the new Omicron variant
of
COVID-19 in the news, Fox says Tucker Carlson has a new and hilarious angle on the pandemic. Check this out.
If you find yourself living in a place where people are still talking about COVID nonstop 2 years in, it is time to move. Not just because your neighbors have been brainwashed, though obviously they have been, but because your neighbors are boring. At this point, it is simply not an interesting topic for your private life. Yes, COVID has killed a lot of people, so has prostate cancer. Imagine telling people about your prostate every day for the next 2 years. People know.
What? Huh? Like implying that like fucking prostate cancer can spread or some shit. Like, dude, what? Like, yeah, guess what? Hey, Cucker, guess what? Let me fuck him out. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, hey, but, like, Cucker. Like, you do realize that when it comes to a fucking virus and shit, especially a new one, that has, like, new mutations, new variations that happen from time to time during the pandemic, you know, in the course of it, yeah, it's gonna be a fucking topic. Because, guess what? It's still kind of a prevalent fucking issue, wouldn't you think, you dipshit?
No one would sit next to you at dinner. You would be boorish. And that's exactly what COVID talk sounds to be well-adjusted among us.
Well-adjusted?
COVID incessantly, we miss everything else, and that's the real point. This is a big and complicated and completely fascinating world. Babies are born, the elderly die, and in between, all kinds of amazing things happen. We succeed, we fail, we scheme, we inspire.
All sorts of amazing things happen right after you say that, like, babies are born and elderly people die. Like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I was listening to some of his TP USA fucking Turning Point USA speech, and he literally sounded like he was having a fucking existential crisis. Like, I'm not kidding, like a fucking, like, identity crisis, like fucking, like, existential, like, midlife crisis situation. Like, he basically was having a speech, just, essentially just that in a nutshell. Like, this feels like there's some of that still, like, reverberating out a little bit. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's, like, what, like, what's any of that have to do with the fact that, like, COVID is still a prevalent fucking problem? Hmm?
We create things that hadn't existed before. We have deep and valuable insights into life itself. Human beings do a remarkable variety of legitimately interesting things. Talking about Corona is not one of them. So let's stop.
All right, what an amazing, amazing segment.
Wow.
Coronavirus is boring. That's his new name.
It's just boring, bro.
This is why he's so successful, because he's really good at doing this sleight of hand. He acts here like conversations about coronavirus mean it's the only conversation you're having, when clearly that is not the case. I mean, I had my parents over recently. We talked about coronavirus, and we talked about everything else. Coronavirus was a small part of the conversation. But he acts like coronavirus is taking over everything.
And it hasn't. I mean, the only real reason why it still has to some extent is the fact that there's anti-vaxxers still running around and people are still getting affected because of their dumb shittery. And hospitals are still getting, you know, fucking overloaded and shit because of their dumbasses. You know, because other people can't necessarily get their fucking healthcare in order and shit as well. It's just like, wow. Go figure.
To try and hide how he has downplayed the virus the entire time. He wants to focus on other issues. He knows a lot of his audience is very anti-vax. They have all these conspiracies about COVID-19. So he is trying to serve that audience by now claiming it's boring. It's a deadly pandemic that is still impacting society. Of course, people are going to talk about it. I mean, in the U.S. alone, 800,000 Americans have died from COVID-19.
Over 3/4 of a million of people.
From 9/11, 3,000 people died. And we still talk about that, even though 9/11 is not a deadly pandemic, it isn't contagious. But 3,000 died.
But it was an attack on the fabric of our society. That's why it's more important.
How is this not a worthy topic of conversation? It's so amazing.
I don't know. It literally is.
Way to downplay how his misinformation, his lies, have led to an increase in this number. Now,
I mean, that's what I really find dumb. It's like they want to try to not talk about, but yet at the same time they kind of crow about it and whine and bitch and moan and be like little snowflakes on it. It's like, hey, I don't know, maybe y'all should fucking just take it seriously for once and just shut the fuck up. Because honestly, most people are not fucking going around trying to, you know, talk about end on end and endlessly and shit. At this point, if it ever really comes up at a topic, at least in, you know, in our little circles or whatever the fuck, it's more so mocking these dumbasses. It's not really more so about like, oh, we got, you know, about, you know, trying to make sure that, you know, try to fearmonger or sheeple our way into anything or whatever the fuck. I mean, it's more just making fun of these dumbasses that still don't take it seriously, earning themselves Herman K. rewards still every day. I mean, it's a good grief. Like, oh, it's so boring now. It's like, I mean, no. And also, like, and even then, that's like irrelevant. Like, there's plenty of topics that could be boring that are pretty important anyway. It's just like economics can be boring, but yet it's still a fairly important thing to probably talk about. I mean, at least if you're knowledgeable on it and have an understanding on it. If not, again, probably better just shut up. But, you know, like, I mean, even then, it's like you don't necessarily have to be an economist or know what you're talking about to have at least some understanding on it. Or to talk about it. I mean, talk about it whenever, like, if you want anyway, so whatever. I mean, it's stupid. It's like, what... People talk about whatever the fuck they want. How about that cucker? Dumb bitch. You fucking double vax, boosted fucking bitch who's fucking trying to undermine this goddamn virus so your dumbass fucking yokel fucking audience can continue to make it a nice little fucking political issue. It's like shut the fuck up. Like, oh my god. Took off. What are you doing? What you doing, boy? Hmm? What are you doing being the weirdo that you is? You sweet baby. Hmm. He was a good boy. He was a good boy, huh? Oh my lord. Oh, you're such a pretty boy. You're just a handsome boy, you is. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're a handsome boy. A handsome little boy. Oh. I checked out humans earlier today. Not much going on his hand things. Woo! Sweet. Well, that's just about. That's a fucking goddamn Steven Crowder has a breakdown over Santa. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. No way.
Even to this year. We're reacting right now to a video by none other than Louder with Crowder, the most embarrassing conservative comedian, a man whose daddy literally pays yes men to laugh at him, which is really, really funny.
Kind of true.
I think that's
and hilarious.
Part about Steven Crowder, in fact. And so we're gonna watch his reaction.
Quote unquote comedian,
very, very angry,
which isn't really true anyway. He's not a comedian unless your like idea of what comedy is. It's basically just like mud sludge.
Steven Crowder, when we watch this segment, which will inevitably be full of a lot of homophobia. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Shall we find out exactly what we have in store for us? Well, let's do it.
Ad called When Harry Met Santa, and I know what you're thinking. Like, well, it's exactly what you're thinking. It's about it's celebrating gayness with a Santa who appears like he might be one of the visions from Thinner. Oh, good. So let's watch this right now in case you haven't seen this. Merry Christmas.
What's Thinner?
Yeah, wait, what? Thinner? The fuck is that?
Is that a movie?
Huh?
Apparently Thinner is like a Steven Crowder horror movie, and apparently Santa looks like this.
Oh my god. So he's trying to fucking like he's basically trying to put like a little bit of like, you know, hey, I'm gonna push some of my own stuff in there, my own content. It's like, hey, I'm gonna shill some shit in mine to reference that, you know, from like over 2 decades ago. Probably almost 3 now at this point. Like, oh my god, wow.
It looks like a character from Thinner.
Thinner. Oh my god, that just sounds like some cheese. That just sounds like some delicious Kraft macaroni and cheese right there.
This has a 15%.
I'm looking that up actually. Is it on YouTube?
This came out in 1996. Literally 1990s.
It's 1 year older than me.
Smith, we can't just hold on before we go to this. People always say like, "Well, what's your solution? What's your response?" Oh, how about we just don't have blatantly homosexual Santa? That's all. That's not. I'm not suggesting anything else.
Why not? Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Why not have a gay Santa? Again.
Why is that? Wait.
That Santa can't be.
I mean, I love this about Crowder because he's such a homophobic bitch boy. But I mean, what's wrong with a gay Santa? Like, aside from the fact that he's like married to Mrs. Claus and shit, that doesn't necessarily really tell us, you know, everything about his sexuality or whatever the fuck. Not that it fucking matters in the first place. For all you know, fucking Santa could be buying shit and be, you know, fucking slaying down some dick too. You don't know. You don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Are you trying to say there's like fucking like a lore that you have?
A lore, dude.
You need to go to the original source materials. Santa Claus has been reformed like in 100 ways. Santa itself, like Santa himself, the concept of Santa is a fucking remix of an older tradition. Like, if you want to even, this is why I hate conservatives so much. They LARP about being traditionalists, and then they don't even know the traditions that they supposedly follow. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Why would you get mad about Santa lore when Santa itself is a what's the word?
I think initially Santa was like more so of an like a broader like motif towards the fucking like, you know, different like shamans and shit like that, and like, you know, different like pagan festivals during Yuletide. But they will, like, you know, go down chimneys or go down into fucking different, you know, ways to get into people's homes, because usually it'd be so snowed in you can't necessarily like just walk inside usually, you know. So they would fucking go in and like basically just straight up have you know, like different shrooms and shit like that for you know, people to have as like little gifts and tidings. So I mean, like, this whole fucking like weird notion of like, oh my god, the Santa lore is being destroyed, and oh no, they're trying to make it gay. It's like, oh my god, like, dude, Santa was more lit before fucking Christian appropriation bullshit. Like, it's like, Crowder, shut up. Like, I just love the absurdity of Steven Crowder sometimes.
So fucking dumb. Let's keep going.
I'm just saying,
yeah,
we don't need it.
Yeah. He doesn't have to have two beards, you know.
No, exactly.
Mrs. Claus at home.
Old dated 90s joke. The beards joke, nobody uses that terminology anymore. Any gay person...
Wait, two beards? Wait, is that... That's a homo... Oh, I get it. Oh my god. Lame.
That terminology anymore. I don't want heterosexual. I don't want to think of Santa and sex in the same sentence. Right. Okay?
Well, guess what? It's like, you know, at least it stands now. He got Miss Claus, so guess what?
I know Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Either that's a great role-playing song, or a wonderful little medley about adultery.
Have you seen...
it's about adultery. It's bad. It's in... I saw Mommy...
Oh my god. It's like, I saw Mama kiss Santa, or whatever the fuck. And it's just like, oh my god, it's about adultery, oh no, yeah. It's like, how do you know that, you know, ain't a single mom right there? How do you know she ain't, you know, single, ready to mingle, trying to have, you know, someone to help out for, you know, with fucking raising a kid and shit? Like, I mean, you don't know that, bitch. You don't know that, Crowder, you little fucking whiner.
Santa Claus. That shit, that's about...
Bitch made little fuck.
His body, I mean, the way he eats, that man hasn't had a good erection since the 50s.
Probably true.
Yeah. Again, I said this before the stream went out, but I'm gonna say...
Like, what the... Like, these are supposed to be jokes?
Bears repeat it here. Who's like...
I want to hear, like, there's...
Yeah. Can you? That's why, well, that's why you see Alice. But Mrs. Claus' name is Alice. He goes, see Alice? Oh, it's almost there. I can't see it. Can you?
They take to do a popsicle stick.
Really? You can shrink your... She just comes... Imagine being Santa Claus coming like, you can go around the whole country in one night. You can squeeze your body through a keyhole, but you can't... So...
You're a sleigh track.
Sorry, Santa definitely eats mom.
And also, travel around the whole country? You mean the fucking world? Like you oh my god. Is he really that America-centric where he thinks Santa only fucking goes around the, like, the US? Oh my god. What the fuck? Like, no, he goes around the whole world, idiot.
We all know, Santa, the cookie-eating king?
Oh yeah, he's eating some muff too. I mean, he slays those cookies. So you know he's gotta be slaying some other shit, you know what I mean?
If he saw a pussy. He doesn't even know what a pussy looks like. Apparently he has a kid. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Gay movie theater.
Yeah. So this is, I'm just wondering, this is
Yes. What a great, can we hear that one again real quick? Hold on, can we do this again?
but you can't. So,
Your sleigh tracks went right to that gay movie theater.
yeah.
Your sleigh tracks went right to that gay movie theater. Guys, when was the last time you went, hey gays, my audience is full of gays. Hey,
Gay movie theater? Do those even exist anymore?
Hey, hold on. I don't even, has there even been a gay theater since, literally the year 1990? Every theater is a gay theater now. Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody calls them a gay theater. That's, literally, a 1970s stereotype.
That's like some 1950s shit, basically.
It's a 70s stereotype. It's not even a 90s one. I think the last...
I feel like it's even older than that. It's probably older. Probably guy's origin is back in, 1899 or some shit.
That anybody knows anything about. Stop doing that and look at the 90s. What the fuck? Literal nonsense. Look at that. The vote speaks for itself. This fucking shit is... These people are such boomers. It's hilarious.
More like Greatest Generation.
I'm just wondering, this is aimed at everybody, including children in Norway. I would rather they be...
This just
Norway?
Crowder is an OG truck stop closet gay. Yup. You know.
Yep.
This is the look of a man.
Crowder is literally a fucking, submissive little Twinkie truck stop fucking glory hole gay boy, dude. Steven Crowder
Powers
totally
at a truck
is.
stop. Not because he drives a truck.
Be watching Let the Right One In. Here we go. Let's watch Gay Santa for the Norwegian.
Let the Right One In is a Swedish movie. It's a work of art, and it has almost nothing to do with Christmas. I think maybe there's a part where they celebrate Christmas or something. Just a moron level joke. Just shit. Joke fails. Just doesn't make sense.
Implying that Steven Crowder has jokes that land in the first place.
Full service. This is where we are.
Yeah.
It starts off.
So it's got Santa. Having a laugh, I guess.
I think this is super cute. I think this is fucking cute so far. I'll be back next year. Okay, so he only gets to see Santa once a year. And he's sad because Santa's leaving and he misses him. This is I actually think this is good acting. It's good acting, it's cute.
It's just an ad.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's sad.
It's just an ad. It's just a Norwegian ad, whatever.
I'll miss you. And there he's sad. One day each year. He's sad here thinking one more year.
Dramatic.
So off is dramatic, Crowder.
Sleigh bells.
Now, notice
Wah.
what are they making fun of here? They're not making fun of this being tacky. It isn't really tacky. It's quite high quality. They're not making fun of the quality of it. They're making fun of the fact that it's gay. Literally.
I mean, it's literally just a fucking ad. It's a Christmas ad or some shit where it's oh, hey, it's just, you can love whoever you want, and that type of shit, basically. I mean, it's the most blandest, most non-harmful, non-threatening ad ever. Come on. I just love how, absolutely pathetically, homophobically insecure and bitch-made and actually, gay fucking, Crowder is. He is just such an insecure little bitch boy. It's get bitch made. Get a bitch made. Where you have to have fucking, like, paid yes man to make goddamn 1970s era fucking jokes. Like, are you serious? 2 beers and, you know, your slate track's going into that gay movie theater. Oh my god. Like, did they, like, are they just, like, maybe they're just stuck in a time warp of, like, the 1980s and 90s, dude. They're just all stuck in, like, some time warp, and they just aren't able to leave. But the dimensional fucking, like, break has also allowed it so they have access, you know, to our timeline still. But yeah, they perceive the world in, basically in their, like, 1980s, 1990s, like, aesthetic. But the rest of us, it's just, you know, we just see them for now. I guarantee you, like, during, like, vacation trips or, like, business trips, I guarantee you fucking goddamn crowders, like, finding some sort of sleazy-ass, tacky fucking trucker diner bar or some shit, going to the bathroom, find a glory hole if there ain't one, cut one out. I swear, that little weasel little bitch boy is doing that type of shit on the daily. And for comedic purposes, you know, just cross-dresses all the time. It's like, I wonder why you're so into that, Crowder. Why do you make an excuse to do that at least once a month? I wonder why. Like, he used to have a whole bit where he used to pretend to be fucking Anna Kasparian for, like, once a week, at least for, like, 2 years or some shit. It was just like, what the fuck? Why do you have such an interest in doing that shit? Why do you like dressing up like Anna, huh? Probably not projecting some insecurities about your sexuality there, Crowder. Insecure little bitch maid. I love it. Oh, here's a good little baby, huh? Here's a good baby boy. Anyway. My body is tired as fuck, so I think it's all good for the rest of the fun little day. Might do a stream in the morning, like I was doing today. So, in the meantime, cash is bull out, call good and all that fun stuff, and yeah. Anyway, peace out, and of course, I'll be back for that next one.